Hi Kaya Tribe. Today we are going to start week 2 of mindfulness training. And today we're going to start taking our meditation practice out into the world, because it's really what happens in our life, throughout our life, and not what happens so much in our meditation that ends up making our life different. And so the ability to take what we're learning in our silent time with ourselves and bring that out into the world one breath at a time. And one of my favorite Viktor Frankl quotes is that he wrote The Man's Search for Meaning, and about his getting through, not only getting through, but thriving through concentration camps, because he found a purpose and a meaning to his life. And his quote is, "Between the stimulus and the response, there lies a space. And in that space lies our ability to choose our response." And so our mission with this mind training is to not only be present in our life, but notice the space between what happens to us and the way we respond to what happens to us. So this week, I want us to focus on, as many times throughout the day, bringing our mind into the present moment, whether that's when we're doing dishes and we're feeling the warm water on our hands, or we're watching our children argue and taking a big deep breath and appreciating that that's a sound someday we'll never hear again. Knowing that it's the last time you're going to hear certain things at some point, and appreciating all of those things in our life, and that they're there to teach us something, the hard things, and that we appreciate all those positive moments in our life. So as many times as we can this week, just taking a big deep breath, and see how many breaths of presence we can get in our day. Knowing that everything in our life is a miracle. Taking a big breath, noticing the sensations, and notice how much of our life that we're missing, regretting our past, or thinking about our future, and not actually being in our life and not actually being here. So all this week, our mission is to bring ourselves into the present moment, and a good snap out of our thoughts can be when things get stressful or when they get hard, just like in our life in the big picture, right? We wake up when we're going through real hardships because it causes us to soul search to get out of the pain that we're going through. So those stressful things in our life, or the big hardships in our life, end up being the greatest teachers for us and the greatest waking up moments. But then on a micro scale too, throughout the day, when things are really hard, sometimes that will snap us out of whatever's going on and allow us a moment to be grateful. Maybe it's so we're overwhelmed that we have so many chores to do around the house, or so many, but someday we may not have anyone to clean up after. So celebrate that with just a breath. And it doesn't have to be that you're eternally grateful to clean your house, but just a big breath of, I'm happy to have people to clean up after, right? All these little things. I'm happy to have a list of things to do, because it means people are relying on me, and I'm interacting with people, and I have an opportunity to make other people's lives great. So all these things that we struggle with, one, know that we're not alone. I think a lot of suffering comes from thinking that we're alone, but that the more people you talk to and the longer you live, the more you'll know that we all go through the same stuff. We all at some point feel the same things, and that we're not alone in anything really that we feel, that there's someone somewhere at some time feeling what we're feeling, and taking an opportunity, even if it's just to send out love. And there's nothing positive in a moment that you can find. Can't think of anything positive about it, but just take that moment to, somebody else is feeling like I'm feeling, maybe worse right now, and I'm just sending them my love, sending out a wish that things get better for them, or a wish that they won't suffer unnecessarily through this, and see how that changes your life, to bring presence into more moments in our life. And the more we practice this, just like meditation in the mornings, that we're going to keep doing that, that's part of our life now. That also bringing presence into more moments throughout our day, and appreciating those moments that snap us into the present moment. Notice when you're uncomfortable, you're present. Like if you're really cold or you're really hot, you're present with your body. If you're hungry, those sensations that bring us into our body also are opportunities to be grateful, because they do help us to wake up. And waking up, or enlightenment, even ultimate enlightenment, just is in a moment, right? It's a moment of realizing the big picture, that we're on a spinning ball in space, that we're on this little tiny speck amongst millions and billions of stars and galaxies. And that moment of realizing that and understanding how tiny we are and how tiny our problems are on the scale of everything, that's enlightenment. And that just takes a moment. That just takes a big deep breath. And if we can start our day that way and then bring it back into our life throughout our day, that's how our life starts to change. So more moments of wakefulness, moments of presence this week. That's what we're going to focus on. All right. I love you guys. Big deep breaths. Feeling your body throughout the day, feeling your life, being in your life. Be here now, be in your day, be in your life as many times as you can this week. I love you. See you next week.